F-Type wanters who look at this car and think, oh, what a gorgeous car. And you hear it and you're like, oh, what a fantastic noise. And you drive it and you're like, oh. I'm gonna be brave with this intro. Jeremy Clarkson calls this peak car, but I have an issue with modern cars, electric steering racks, and sports cars that don't drive sporty. So today, we take this V6 S Jaguar F-Type with its supercharged engine, lovely, sleek looking body. We take it for a drive on the road and find out how it feels on Steering Feel Review. Because nobody else on the internet will tell you what cars actually feel like to drive. I'll give this car a score for spirited driving, and I'll give it a score for normal driving. Here's my standard test list. Every one of those is a chapter in the YouTube player, so you can skip to the section you're most interested in. A massive thank you to Ben for bringing this car down today. If you're local and would like to see your car on Steering Feel Review, use the links in the description, send me an email, send me an Instagram DM. This car is entirely original. There are no modifications to it whatsoever. It's on Pirelli P0s. This car has a wheelbase of 2,622 millimeters. This car has a steering rack ratio of 14.6 to 1. You can't learn how a car drives just from specifications. The only way to find that out is to drive it. So let's go do that, starting with spirited driving in an F-Type V6 S. Let's go. Fantastic sounding car. Confidence in the brakes. Oh, she's a big girl. She's a heavy girl. Okay, this is a car where you do feel the weight. I want to play that trumpet noise all fucking day long. What a fantastic engine. Every time I lift off, it goes bop, 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 bop. It's like a modified car. I'm not sure I would like to find out what this feels like at the limit of grip and out of shape. I think it'd be a handful. Oh, I found out. If you don't like driving, but you want a cool car, maybe I'm being too harsh there, but this is not a particularly communicative car. I enjoyed it in a guilty pleasure kind of way. Let's get into the steering feel review.
Directness is a measure of how responsive the steering is.
You come up to a corner, doesn't take much steering to get around it, even small changes, you can really feel, maybe not quite razor sharp, but it's pretty damn direct. Yeah, that's wiggling us, so that right there is the dead zone. I think this is a perfectly acceptable and good level of directness. Let's talk about the weighting then.
Weight is all about how light or heavy the steering is, and how that changes the harder you turn the steering wheel.
As a default, it's quite light, even in the sportiest modes. You get it into a corner, there's not really a massive amount of additional weight. Modern electric rack, ladies and gents. It doesn't communicate. It's got that classic electric rack feeling, where it's just numb. It doesn't feel like the steering is connected to the tires. It's not communicating useful information. It's a Jaguar. Like, what did we expect, really? I know it looks like a sports car. I've just realized exactly what the steering feels like. M2, M4, 340i, 440i, I'm thinking of all the modern, faster BMWs, have steering exactly like this car. Like, even there, I threw it in a bit more aggressively, but it's not really doing it. I was driving it pretty hard. Like, I gave it a chance. It's not doing it. Let's get into texture.
Texture is all about the feeling of the road through your hands.
I'll just come out and say it. There is no texture. There is the tiniest bit of a buzz in the steering wheel. It's not really doing it. You put this into a corner, you don't really know what's going on at the tire, you don't know how close you are to the limit. You're just driving by guessing. There's no communication. But don't buy this car thinking you're gonna get like a sports car experience. You're not. This is a cruiser. A very good one. Very comfortable, nice, great sounding cruiser. But don't buy this thinking it's a sports car. And in this car's case, it's more justified than most, because this is a Jag. It should be a lovely, nice car to drive. It shouldn't be like a raw, communicative, vibratey mess. It should be refined, which it is. But there's just no feedback here.
Let's talk about normal driving.
F-Type, on the motorway, at speed. The car's back in default standard everything. One of the creamiest engines I've ever had the pleasure to experience. Jaguar have really nailed the formula for modern cars that Mick doesn't like. The benefit of that formula is absolute bomb-proof stability and confidence at these speeds. It drives itself. Like, I don't need to be here. The crown of the road is eventually taking me, but even that's happening pretty slowly. A little bit of dead zone for going straight, comfortable and quiet and refined. If you want to look cool and travel distance, there's not a lot of better ways to do it. F-Type around town. Are you guys going to be surprised by this? Modern electric rack. This is a very bumpy road. I still don't need to touch the steering wheel. The suspension is stiffer than any other Jaguar that I've been in, but all the other controls, the way the gearbox is tuned, the way the car steers and maneuvers is so Jaguar. Everything is light and effortless and easy. You can see I'm steering the car with one finger because it's natural to do so. What is the self-centering like? Beautiful self-centering. What is this car like to park? Beautifully light. Big fan of the way this car drives around town. Conclusion and the scores. Let me tell you about the car as a whole. The engine is amazing. V6, supercharged, makes an amazing noise. ZF8 speed gearbox is awesome. This interior is phenomenal. These seats are amazing. The seating position is great. Everything feels nice. The suspension is a touch firm but perfectly livable. It's very quiet at speed. It's just a good car. It's quite confidence inspiring to drive quickly. You can tell it's got a lot of grip. But the steering. So I'll just put it out there. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 for spirited driving. It's a modern electric rack, and it really reminds me of Golf GTI and MX-5 ND. It's quite direct. The weighting is what I don't like about modern cars. It's like this light, floaty, disconnected weighting that tells you nothing. And there is no texture. 4 out of 10. But for normal driving, this car blows most things out the water. I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10 for normal driving. Bomb-proof stability on the motorway, lovely around town, easy to park, glorious. If you want a daily that looks nice, I can't think of many better cars. If you're going to go out to a mountain road and enjoy driving, take a different car. I was saying to this car's owner, if I wanted a car to just go on dates with my wife, this would be fantastic. If you're a single person and you just want a nice car to do normal things in, a Jaguar F-Type is elite. If you're a car enthusiast like me that really wants to enjoy driving and get some of those feelings, maybe look for a different car. Jeremy Clarkson says this is peak car. I disagree. This drives modern and disconnected. There's no way I can take this to a mountain road and enjoy it. Doesn't give me the feelings I want. Peak car should be something that is this good to drive every day and has feedback and communication and feels really good. So I haven't found it yet, but I will. YouTube really wants you to watch this video next, but I would suggest the steering feel review playlist. Watch the Golf GTI Mark 7 if you want another idea of how this steering feels. My name's Mick. I drive cars. Peace.